You look at some of these communities that have trees, you notice that clouds are pollution. I just be looking at my tree and I'll be thinking like, the leaves on it. Like if those clouds weren't there and like it rains sort of like every day, you wonder like would these trees start growing fruit? You wonder that. You wonder that because I look at the leaves and I'm thinking like you're about to be in June and you don't, the leaves they don't look like you can just peel them off the tree and you want to eat them. You know what I mean? Like they don't have a sweet smell. You know what I mean? And I'm just thinking like it has to be these clouds. Like it's because like you see when these planes are, coming from another state or another country and they're landing in your particular town, not the passenger planes, like airlines, Delta, the planes that are like going at a jet speed and like you can see the chemtrails they're leaving behind and they're going through the clouds and you'd be like how many people is on that aviate, what I mean, how many people is on that aviation, but yeah, these clouds, man, like these clouds are pollution, you know what I mean, like I'm outside, right, and I notice like, I can drink water and I would still have acid reflux, you know what I'm saying, like that's weird, you know what I mean, like acid reflux, like it just started happening like a couple years ago and it stopped, you know what I mean, and then like again, like when you're in the environment, right, the only thing you notice is that you're getting oxygen. You don't know how clean the oxygen is, you don't know how medicinal the oxygen is, all you know is that things could be better, and you notice that those clouds are not supposed to be in the sky, you know so I noticed that if they were to just calm down on the flying, right? Because it correlates with people wanting the nationality. Like everybody just say we have a national origin now. It correlates with that, right? So you notice that if you have a nationality, well, it's no need to fly to here and to there, and people have more skills. You will notice that it's not a need to ask people to take you across the ocean. You can paddle across the ocean. Like as much communication is out here in this world, right? With all the tech geeks, because tech geeks they get criticized for using technology. Um, they're surprised that it's an underground tunnel that's in America that can take you to Africa if you just walk through it. You know what I mean? Like there's underground tunnels that connect you to different countries and at different routes. You can walk from America to Russia without having to go through Canada by basically just going through Virginia. You can actually walk to Russia um, and get across the Atlantic. Like you can walk to most of these countries just using underground tunnels if you had access to them. You know what I mean? But I'm looking at this tree and I just think like these these nuts always fall off and they look very diseased and brittle. They always do that every summer. The squirrels mess with them, but what I see is that it's something from this tree that needs to blossom during the winter and during the summer. It has to. But due to the weather patterns, it's just not doing it. The fruit is not yielding. So I always think like, why do they grow trees that don't produce food? You know what I mean? But these trees do produce food. Like you can literally plant a seed that's hybrid, and it'll grow food. You don't even know what food it is, what seed it is. All trees grow food. All trees grow fruit. But it doesn't grow the food because it's something with the clouds. It's something with the sun where the sun is not shining hard enough or something. Something is up with that. Like even the birds, they're not supposed to be so rushed to fly away and fly here and fly there and feel they have to go here and go there. Like rush, birds do a lot of work. They do a lot of work throughout the day. They got to till the ground. They got to dry up the water, you know, by puddling in it because they have to clean them. They got to make nests. They got to get food for the baby packs. It's so much the birds have to do, though. But think about that, though. These trees. Great piece, Jaco.